You've been watching Talkin' Baseball, a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. This has been a production of NLWN TV. Stay tuned as coming up is Between Game Entertainment followed by Game 2 of today's Cavalier doubleheader.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Time now for Cavaliers Between the Games. Let's see what's in store for today.
The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV along with the Chippewa Valley Museum would like to take the next few minutes to help celebrate the 150th anniversary of the city of Eau Claire. So now today's episode in celebrating Eau Claire's sesquicentennial.
As we continue to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the city of Eau Claire, what better place to do that but the place that specializes in Eau Claire's history, the Chippewa Valley Museum. In this episode, we will meet a couple of members of the Chippewa Valley Museum and get to experience what the museum means to them. A special thanks goes out to the Chippewa Valley Museum for providing us with these member statements.
The museum is like no other space that I've felt in the Valley because the museum really allows me to feel like my lived experiences are validated here. And as someone who doesn't often see themselves represented in the Valley, it means a lot to me. And I know it means a lot to others as well too, to come into this space and to hear their stories and to know that their stories matter as well.
It was the case of really continuing a process that I hadn't realized I had from my youth. My dad didn't really finish 8th grade, but was an avid reader. So we always had history books around the house because he wanted to learn about everything. Well, I carried that with me. When I moved to Eau Claire, I found out about the museum. I volunteered to do some kinds of projects.
We love walking through all of the exhibits. There is always something new to find here. I might end up reading about a story that I didn't catch before. Maybe it's looking at an artwork and I find something different about it, catches my eye, or there's a song that I can play and it brings back different memories.
There were always books lying around, books that were mainly historical in context. And for reading skills, when you were learning reading when you were a kid, you would open up an encyclopedia.
My favorite exhibit though is this one here. I love this exhibit because it documents how home people and other people have come to call this place home. And so when I come here and I sit in this bus and I listen to these stories, I feel like, okay, this is a space that I can also call home as well too.
Every time you come in here, there's something you haven't seen before or something you saw before but might have been moved 10 feet from one direction to another. And now literally, because of the light that's on it, you see something different. And the museum is like that. It's constantly changing. It's a constantly flow.
My partner and I, we were talking about what to give each other for Christmas, and we knew that many of our businesses here were really struggling, and so we wanted to also be able to give back. And so his love for museums and our love for our community, we felt like this was going to be a really great gift. So we gifted ourselves with a membership, and we've really enjoyed coming and visiting.
If I overhear someone in the grocery line said, "Oh, the Chippewa Valley Museum, I kind of heard about that, but I've never been there." I confront them. How long have you lived in Eau Claire? 25 years. And you don't know about the Chippewa Valley Museum? No, I'll browbeat them into shame for not having come here, because I think it's that important.
I think, if you are interested in hearing more about the Chippewa Valley and what other folks have come to know this place that we call home, then you should visit the Chippewa Valley Museum. because there are so many stories here, and you're bound to find one that resonates with you. There are stories here that are not of known individuals, but when I listen to them, I feel more connected with the folks, who've lived here.
In a community such as Eau Claire, the museum is the community.
Be sure to stop by the Chippewa Valley Museum on your way to or from a Cavalier game here in Carson Park and help us celebrate the 150th anniversary of the city of Eau Claire.
You've been tuned to today's episode of Celebrating Eau Claire's Sesquicentennial presented by the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWNTV along with the Chippewa Valley Museum. Stay tuned as we have more between game entertainment followed by Game 2 of today's doubleheader coming right up.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Coming up next is Game 2 of today's Cavalier doubleheader on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. It happens to everyone eventually, your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Slayton's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Slayton's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Slayton's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Slayton's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Slayton's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball is on the air. The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV proudly brings you today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. Join us as we follow the Cavs while they battle their way through the Chippewa River Baseball League.
Long fly ball by Pogo, and it's out of here! A 3-run shot by Anthony Pogozinski.
And now, out to the ballpark for coverage of today's game.
And they got things going to start the second game a little quicker than expected. And Cooper Kapanke led things off for the Cavaliers with a pop out to short. And here's a grounder misplayed by Zawastowski. And safe at first is Caden Erickson on the air. Brings up Gabe O'Brien, as we're still trying to get lineups down here. On the mound for the Red Sox is Alex Smith. Oh, Alex Schmidt, I should say. And the pitch is outside, and it's ball 4. So O'Brien draws a walk. It's going to bring up Campbell Kapanke. And the pitch is high. And a line shot foul down the left field line. One ball, one strike to Campbell Kapanke. 1 out. 2 runners on. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike. And a line shot. They could have doubled a runner off, but they throw it out into right field instead. It was a line shot to the third baseman. And Zawistowski tried to make the play. And the pitch is low for a ball. This is Chase Yeager coming to the plate for the Cavaliers. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 down. Pitch is high, count goes full. Alex Schmidt on the mound. And it's ball 4. Yeager draws the walk. That loads the bases for Anthony Pogodzinski. Schmidt has had 6 appearances so far. Fly ball out into right field, over to make the catch and the out. So Pogo flies out to right. To end the inning for the Cavaliers, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and there were 3 left on base. We played a half inning, and after a half inning, Cavaliers 0, and the Red Sox coming to bat. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
I love the pizza we get when we go to Gino's Pizza.
That's because Gino's has been voted best pizza in the Chippewa Valley 5 years in a row.
I think it's because Gino's uses the freshest ingredients, premium quality meats, cheeses, savory spices, and zesty toppings, and all served with attention to detail.
Now you're making me hungry. Let's head to Gino's Pizza.
Scott and the rest of the folks at Gino's Pizza would like to invite you to come out and try the area's best pizza. Call about Monday through Wednesday dine-in specials at 715-835-2000. That's Gino's Pizza at 5110 Fairview Drive, Eau Claire, right next to Chaos Water Park.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How was it? Is it good?
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized...
Back here at Cadott, bottom of the first inning, leading off is Sean Sedlacek. And he fouls one out of play. And he goes down looking. That's going to bring up Logan Brzezinski. On the mound for the Cavaliers, Jackson Faulkner. And the pitch is inside. Taking a look at the Cavaliers around defensively. Third base is Erickson. Boda is at short. And that got him in the back. So Logan Brzezinski gets hit by the pitch. Yeager is at second. Cooper Kapanke at first. O'Reilly behind the plate, and through the outfield we have Campbell, Kapanke, Xavier Bemninster, and Gabe O'Brien. On the mound is Jackson Faulkner. And the pitch is a little bit low to Zach Merritt. And a fly ball out into right field. That's a fair ball. And the ball comes in. Runners just advance one base. So Merritt singles to right. And it's going to bring up Bennett Bovey. Two runners on, and the pitch. Line shot out into right field. And again, the runners only advance one base. So, bases are loaded with one out. That's going to bring up Mike Danielson. Danielson went 0 for 2 in the first game. There's the first pitch. Call the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch. Called strike at the knees on the inside corner. And it was a little bit inside. Just a bit inside.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little. Sometimes you got to state the obvious. And it's a chopper fair down the first base line. Throw to the plate for an out. Cooper Kapanke got the lead runner. So give Danielson a fielder's choice. And we get the play at the plate. So there's two down. Brings up Rick Danielson. He went 0 for 2. Faulkner's pitch chopped on out to second base, or out to shortstop, and a quick throw by Boda over to first for the put out. So, for the Red Sox, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 3 were left, and we've completed 1 inning, and we have no score from Cadott. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
To get your lawn or garden to perform like you want, you first need to know about your soil. That's where Midwest Environmental Consultants can help. Their soil testing service can give you a complete rundown on your soil's nutrition and health. They test for nitrogen levels, phosphorus, potash, micronutrients, minerals, pH, and organic matter. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants put you in control of your soil's health. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. That's Midwest Environmental Consultants, soil testers for the Chippewa Valley.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Leading off the second inning for the Cavaliers, Connor O'Reilly, the catcher. O'Reilly went 1 for 4. Or check that, 4 for 4. I knew better than that. Connor O'Reilly had a season of a game in game 1, going 4 for 4. And the first pitch. Line shot. He continues right where he left off. That one gets past the left fielder, goes out to the fence. Riley is going to check in with a double. A double to left for Connor O'Reilly. He's 5 for 5 on the day. Brings up Ben Boda. And Boda went 3 for 4. Getting a little rain here in Cadott. It's been overcast the entire game. Boda squares to bunt. Throw down to third. And O'Reilly's in safely. There's the pitch, check, swing, strike. Boda steps in, 2 balls and a strike. And a called strike. Counts even at 2-2. O'Reilly takes his lead. And a called third strike. Ben Boda goes down looking. 1 out. Brings up Xavier Bemninster. Bemninster went 0 for 1 in the first game. Also drew a couple walks. Scored a run, got an RBI. And a called strike over the inside corner. And the pitch is high. And the pitch. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Xavier Bemninster, 1 out. Connor O'Reilly on third. Here's the pitch. It's high. Counts even at 2-2. Swung on, foul back into the screen. Final score from Osseo, it was the Osseo Merchants 10 and the Sturgeons nothing. Here's the pitch, it's high. Count goes full. To Xavier Bemninster. And the pitch is high and away goes back to the screen. O'Reilly bluffed coming down, but down to first goes Bemninster as he draws the walk. 2 runners on now. Brings up Jaden Nix. He's the designated hitter. And it's a strike called over the outside corner. As Nix showed bunt. Throw over to first. Bemninster's back. O'Reilly ready to come down to home. That ball gets loose over by first. And the pitch. Going down to second, no throw. So Bedminster on second, Connor O'Reilly on third. 1 out. Jaden Nix at the plate. Here's the pitch, it's high. And the pitch. Ground ball over to short. In to score is O'Reilly as they make the play at first, 6-3. But Nix gets an RBI, and over to third goes Xavier Bedminster, and takes us back to the top of the order. Our Geno's player of the game, Cooper Kapanke. Popped out to short his first time up in this game. Went 1 for 4 in game 1. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out into left field. Heading back is Brzezinski, and he makes the catch. So that's the third out of the inning. But the Cavaliers do pick up a run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left. We've played an inning and a half, and it's the Cavaliers 1 and the Red Sox nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball.
Home meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured. You can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
And we're back here at the field at Cadott High School as the Cavaliers are in game 2 of their doubleheader against the Cadott Red Sox, winning game 1 15-0 in 5 innings. On the mound for the Cavs in game 2 is Jackson Faulkner. Faulkner has thrown 6 2/3 innings. He's given up 10 walks and 10 strikeouts. He's given up 9 hits, 12 runs, 11 of which were earned. Has an ERA of 14.8. Stepping up to the plate for the Red Sox is Ryan Smith, the catcher. Fly ball out into left field, way back. And making the catch against the fence is Campbell Kapanke. That's going to bring up Willie Zawistowski. He's the third baseman. Zawistowski went 0 for 2. And he got hit by the pitch. It looked kind of like it got him in the knee. That's the second batter that Faulkner's hit in this game. And a ground ball out to second. Throw to second, over to first. Not in time for the double play. So it was Connor Roth hitting into a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the putout. That's going to bring up Tyler Reynolds. First baseman. And the pitch. It's a called strike. Riley bluffs the throw down to first. As Roth got quite a ways off the bag. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Coming in is Boda. Makes a throw over to first for the putout. That's 3 down. So for the Red Sox, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 was left on base. We've completed 2, and it's the Cavaliers 1, Red Sox nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Heading into the, all right, we're heading into the 3rd inning. All of a sudden I couldn't hear anything through my headphones. We got that fixed quickly. Leading off for the Cavaliers is Caden Erickson. Erickson got on an error by the 3rd baseman his first time up. He also went 2 for 3 in game 1. Swings and fouls it back. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's outside, ball 2. Oh, 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Here's the pitch. Liner out into left field, foul. You know, there's actually quite a bit of room out in left field. Most fields, the foul territory narrows the deeper you get, but it does not do that here. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. It's low for ball 3. And the payoff pitch. It's outside for ball 4. That's going to bring up Gabe O'Brien. O'Brien drew a walk in his first trip. In game 1, he went 3 for 4 with a home run. Here's the pitch to O'Brien. It's inside for ball 1. Erickson takes his lead. Schmidt fires. It's high for ball 2. Alex Schmidt on the mound. Schmidt comes into today's game with a record of 1 win and 3 losses. There's one right down the middle of the plate. 2 balls and a strike. To Gabe O'Brien. Throw over to first and back in safely is Caden Erickson. Got a little dirt in his face on that one. But he's still grinning. Here's a throw back over, and he gets back in. Getting lots of dirt on the front of that uniform. Schmidt at the belt. Oh, they caught him off going this time, but he gets into second base safely. Schmidt caught him, but Erickson just kept on going. And it's a stolen base for Caden Erickson. The hard way. Got more dirt in the face. Now the pitch. High pop up. It's in the infield. Schmidt comes in and makes the catch. Going to bring up Campbell Kapanke. He had a line shot right to the third baseman back in the first inning. 1 out. Erickson on second. And the pitch. It's inside for ball 1. And the pitch. Fly ball out into right field. Foul territory. Can't make the catches. Is Bennett Bovey. One ball, 1 strike. Campbell Kapanke. Erickson takes his lead. Kapanke lines it out into center field for a base hit. Erickson rounds third. He's coming to the plate. Throws coming in. Not in time. Oh, no. They get Kapanke caught in the rundown. And Kapanke is back in safely, and they're going to call him out for going out of the base path. So Kapanke gets a base hit to center field, and then he's put out at first trying to get back in, but he did get an RBI. So that makes 2 down, brings up Chase Yeager. Yeager went 1 for 1 in the first game, drew a walk his first appearance in game 2. First pitch was low for ball 1. High pop foul, out of play. Over by the car parked over there. Made the kids duck a little bit. And the pitch, it's inside. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded between short and third into left field for a base hit. So Chase Yeager is on at first. Brings up Anthony Pogodzinski. Pogo technically went 0 for 1 in that first game. Walked twice, got hit by a pitch, and then struck out. Really hasn't had much to swing at. Pitch is low. 2 balls. Yeager at first, taking his lead. Line shot into right field for a base hit. Yeager checks in at second. He'll stay there. Brings up Connor O'Reilly. O'Reilly is 5 for 5 on the day. 1 for 1 on this game. Doubled his last time up. Swung on, fouls it at the plate. Yeah, in his 5 at-bats, he has 4 singles and a double. Schmidt fires. It's outside for a ball. Yeager at second. Pogo at first. And the pitch. It's out. Oh, caught the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Chop foul at the plate. Count remains 1-2. O'Reilly steps back in. Schmidt toes the rubber. Looks in for the sign, goes to the belt. And the pitch. It's outside. Counts even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Cavs up 2-0. And the pitch. Line shot out into left field for a base hit. They're gonna send Yeager into the plate, and he's safe. Throw over to third. Pogo's in because the ball gets by the third baseman and out into left field, and Pogo comes in to score. That goes in the book as a single to left. And O'Reilly goes to second on the play. Pogo scores on the error. And Yeager scores on the RBI by O'Reilly. Brings up Ben Boda. Boda went down looking his first time up. He did go 3 for 4. And we have coming in to run for Connor O'Reilly as a courtesy runner is Reese Lucas. And a long fly ball off the wall in left field. Lucas is coming in to score, and Boda checks in with a single. That makes it 5-0 Cavaliers in the third, and it brings up Xavier Bemninster. Here's a pitch that's outside for a ball. Bemninster walked his first time up, walked a couple times in game 1. Throw over to first. Ball gets past the first baseman, and down to second goes Ben Boda. There's the pitch. It's outside. 1 ball, or 2 balls, no strikes. To Xavier Bedminster. He would so like to get a base hit and get a batting average. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. You know, I've seen him hit the ball. He can do it. He's just had the rottenest luck. High pop-up. Schmidt comes over and makes the catch. And that's the end of the inning for the Cavaliers. But they pick up 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits and 1 error. So we've completed 2.5, and it's the Cavaliers 5 and the Red Sox nothing. Tune to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
Muldoon's Menswear, we're the well-dressed men of the Chippewa Valley shop. Whether you're looking for that big day you have coming up, or simply want to look great for a casual night out, Muldoon's is your stop. Let John or one of the other fine staff help you find just what you're looking for, and they'll make sure it looks great on you. What tops off the well-dressed man? One of Muldoon's well-made hats. Whether it's shirts, pants, suits, formal attire, or accessories, and did we say hats? Muldoon's has it for you. That's Muldoon's Menswear, 1506 South Hastings Way in Eau Claire.
And we're back at Field at Cadott. Rick Olson along with Dan Petschow, Ann Monroe on the computer, Cassie Johnson on the camera. I don't think I'd mentioned that yet today. Everybody's here today. So we've got a reasonably full crew. It could be one more added on. But we're pretty much good to go here for the rest of game 2. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Cavs on top, 5-0. Stepping up to the plate for the Red Sox, top of the order, Sean Sedlacek. Struck out looking his first time up. First pitch is inside. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And it's a high pop-up. Dropping back to make the catch is Chase Yeager. Logan Brzezinski is coming up. He got thumped by a pitch his last time up. And he was out on a forced play at the plate. That pitch was inside. He almost got hit by pitch number 2. There's the wind in the pitch. Outside. And the pitch. And a 4-pitch walk to Logan Brzezinski. I believe that's the first walk given up by Cavalier pitchers today. Yes, it is. That brings up Zach Merritt, who singled to right his first time up. And it's a called strike over the outside corner. Faulkner at the belt, and the pitch fouled off on the right side. Faulkner steps back up on the rubber. Brzezinski takes his lead. Faulkner takes a peek over. And the pitch is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Zach Merritt. Fly ball out into right field. O'Brien goes over and makes the catch. That's going to bring up Bennett Bovey. Game 2 down in Osseo is scoreless after 4 innings. First pitch is a strike. Faulkner at the belt, looking over at first, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Throw over to first. Back in safely is Brzezinski. Cooper thought he might have had the tag on him, but not quite. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One and 2 is the count to Bovey. Here's the pitch. Fly ball foul off the right side. I think that went down in the creek down there, Dan. That's where my golf balls end up going usually. It's down in, if there's a creek anywhere in the county, they'll hit them. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. For the third out of the inning, and so for the Red Sox, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 was left on base, and we've completed 3 with the Cavaliers 5 and the Cadott Red Sox nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
Royal Credit Union's low rates and flexible terms on auto loans can help keep your payments low. Get a great rate on your next car or truck purchase, or refinance an existing vehicle with an auto loan from Royal Credit Union. Royal also offers loans for buying or refinancing boats, UTVs, and other vehicles. Royal Credit Union wants to help keep your payments low. Check rates and apply for a Royal Credit Union vehicle loan online at rcu.org/autorate. Subject to credit approval.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Okay, we're heading into the top of the 4th inning. Cavaliers on top, 5-0, looking to get the brooms out. for the doubleheader sweep. Cassie's learning more and more baseball jargon as we go, and it surprises her that she still catches new ones every day. She hadn't heard about getting out the brooms before. And here's the pitch. It's high for ball one. This is Jaden Nix at the plate. Grounded to short, but picked up an RBI in the process. His last time up. Fly ball out into left field. Foul and out of play. And the kids go running after it. Here comes the pitch. Line shot out into center field. Coming in to make the catch is Sedlacek. He almost overran it. He had to jump up to make the catch. But that one coming right at you, that's the hardest one to judge. Takes us back to the top of the order. Cooper Kapanke, our Geno's player of the game. First pitch, high pop-up, shallow right field. Coming over, making the catch is Connor Roth. But you can still mention Cooper's name when you go out to Geno's tomorrow and get yourself a free soft drink. Brings up Caden Erickson. Erickson's 0 for 1 in this game, but he's walked and scored a run. Ground ball down the third base line. Foul. Schmidt with the pitch. It's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball out into center field. Sedlacek came in, but circles, goes back, makes the catch, and the Cavaliers go down 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've completed 3.5, and it's the Cavaliers 5 and the Red Sox nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
Let NLWN TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ball game. Our next game will be on Wednesday, June 15th when the Cavaliers travel to Haugen, Wisconsin to take on the Haugen Knights at Haugen Ballpark. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 6:35 p.m. That's live Cavalier Baseball on Wednesday, June 15th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
And we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Mike Danielson coming up for the Red Sox. Rounded into a fielder's choice. His first time up, he had the bases loaded and he grounded the ball to Kapanke at first. This one he pops up. And making the catch is Connor O'Reilly. That's going to bring up Rick Danielson. He grounded to short his last time up. And the pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. Here's the pitch. It's high for a ball.
Here we go, Jack. Right in the mitt.
One ball, one strike. And the pitch, it's outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Rick Danielson. Went 0 for 2 in game 1. He's 0 for 1 in game 2. Foul back into the screen. Count goes even at 2-2. And it's chopped foul down the third base line. Kind of a check swing foul. There's the wind and the pitch. It's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Faulkner's pitch. Foul, or swung on a missed. And Danielson gets thrown out at first to complete the strikeout. I thought he got a piece of that, but evidently not. It could have come off the shin guard. But at any rate, he's out and is credited with a strikeout. And the first pitch to Ryan Smith is outside for ball 1. Smith flew out to left field his last time up. Here's the pitch, it's inside. Faulkner winds and fires. Just missed inside. 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. And it's a 4-pitch walk. That's going to bring up Willie Zawistowski. That's the second walk given up by Faulkner. Zawistowski was hit by a pitch his last time up. Notice he's not quite as close to the plate as he was before either. First pitch, quite a bit outside that time. Connor O'Reilly behind the plate for the Cavaliers. There's the pitch, fouled straight back into the screen. Kind of glad we have that screen there right now. That would have made Cassie scramble. Faulkner looks, and here's a grounder scooped up by, well, no, it's not scooped up by Erickson. It got past him. And I think they're going to credit him with an infield hit because I don't think he would have had a play at first anyway. That was such a slow grounder. So now there are runners at first and second. Connor Roth is at the plate. He grounded into a fielder's choice last time up. Grounded out to Yeager. Here's the pitch. Called strike. And the pitch. Fly ball out into left center field. And it's snagged by Hunter Gunther. Over the shoulder catch. A real nice play by Hunter Gunther. And so, in the bottom of the fourth inning, there were no runs on one hit, no errors, and 2 were left on base. We've completed 4, and it's the Cavaliers 5 and the Red Sox nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
If you've been admiring the freshly groomed look of a baseball field, or the stunning appearance of a golf course, remember you too can have a lawn with the same beauty by simply calling Midwest Environmental Consultants. Their professional lawn care experts can bring your lawn to its full beauty and appearance. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your lawn the showplace of the neighborhood.
And your announcer needs to correct himself. That real nice play was by Ben Boda out at shortstop. I was getting the number 17 and number 14 confused. So we're going to go into the top of the 5th inning. Due up for the Cavaliers are Gabe O'Brien, Campbell Kapanke, and Chase Yeager. O'Brien is 0 for 1 in this game. He's also drawn a walk. He did go 3 for 4 in game 1. Three for 4 with 8 total bases. That's a pretty good outing in a game. Alex Schmidt on the mound for the Red Sox. And the first pitch to O'Brien. Line shot out into left field, heading back, and not able to make the catch as Brzezinski went off his glove. I think that's going to be an error on Brzezinski. Pretty playable, but it puts O'Brien safely at first. Pitch is in the dirt. Smith gets on it right away. So O'Brien had to remain at first. Campbell Kapanke, 1 for 2. And the pitch. It's called strike on the outside corner. And the pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike. And that pitch is outside, so now it's 3-1 to Campbell Kapanke. Alex Schmidt at the belt, and the pitch, it's low for ball 4. So Kapanke takes the free pass, sends O'Brien down to second, and brings up Chase Yeager. He singled his last time up, scored a run. Pitch is high for a ball. Schmidt looks in. He goes to the belt and the pitch. Liner out into center field, falls in for a base hit. They're winding up and sending O'Brien in to score. Kapanke ends up on third as Yeager singles to center. That brings up Anthony Pogodzinski. Boy, if anybody is due to do something pretty spectacular, it's Pogo. He did single his last time up. Here's the pitch. He squares to bunt. Runner goes, and in safely without a throw is Chase Yeager at second base. Pogo steps back in. Here's the pitch. It's high and away. Tried to get that curveball to break down in. It just wasn't going to. Kind of got away from him a little bit. And the pitch. Chop. Fair down. No, he's saying foul. Ball did roll back into fair territory, but he's saying that it went off the plate. And the pitch. Curveball misses outside. 3 balls and a strike. Nobody out. Runners at second and third, 1 run in. And that pitch, that curveball caught the outside corner. Full count now to Pogo. Here's the pitch. It's high and away, ball 4. So the bases are loaded. Brings up Connor O'Reilly. O'Reilly is 6 for 6 today. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled. 4 singles in the first game, a double and a single in the second game. And the pitch. Called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Connor O'Reilly. Here's the pitch. Fouled into the dirt. Count remains 0-2. And the pitch. Soft ground ball to second, throw over to second base to the shortstop for the put out. So Riley grounds into a fielder's choice. And Kapanke came in to score. Yeager is on third. Pogo was put out at second. And it brings up Ben Boda. Singled his last time up. Boda squares to bunt. Runner goes to second. No throw. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Foul back out of play over into the neighbor's yard. And the pitch. Ground ball to third, bobbled by the third baseman, throw over to first, and he's safe at first. It's going to be an error on the third baseman. But in to score is Chase Yeager. And we have Connor O'Reilly on third. Ben Boda on first. Xavier Bemminster is up. Cassie said that last foul ball was over at the church. That must, for those of you that watched the movie Bull Durham. Ball goes back to the screen. And O'Reilly can't come in and score on it. But Boda goes to second. But as Cassie was saying, it ball went over to the church. And those of you that watched the movie Bull Durham know that it's the Church of Baseball. That is what it's called. Susan Sarandon made that very clear in that movie. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Soft roller over to the first baseman. Gets it to Schmidt covering. And Zach Merritt thought that was the third out. It's the second out. So, coming in to score was O'Reilly. So give Bemminster an RBI, and Jaden Nix sends it out into left field for an RBI as he just scored Ben Boda. That takes us back to the top of the order to Cooper Kapanke. Our Geno's player of the game. Pitches in the dirt. We have Jaden Nix at first. Here's the pitch. A line shot out into left field. That moves Nix over to second. Kapanke at first. That's going to bring up Caden Erickson. Erickson's 0 for 2 in this game. Got on an error and flew out to center field. He's also walked and scored a run. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Both runners advance. And pitch is outside for ball 4. That's the second walk drawn by Caden Erickson. Brings up Gabe O'Brien, who led off this inning, hitting a fly ball to left field that popped out of the left fielder's glove. He ended up scoring a run. Now he's got the bases loaded. Pitch is inside. There's the pitch. Foul ball down the first base line. And the pitch. And a line shot out into right center field. It's going to get out near the fence. Heading to second And safe at second is Gabe O'Brien. 2 runs coming in to score. That would have been Bemninster and Jaden Nix. And Cooper Kapanke's at third. And it brings up Campbell Kapanke. And the first pitch is a called strike. You're right. Cooper Kapanke came in. It's Caden Erickson that's at third. And the pitch, it's high and inside. And the pitch. Foul down the left field line. Cavs have picked up 7 runs in this inning. They lead 12-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So, Cavaliers picked up 7 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 errors and 2 left on base. So, we've completed 4.5, and it's the Cavaliers 12, Red Sox nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
All right, we're heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. Cavaliers on top, 12-0. Jackson Faulkner out there looking to close this one down. Throw a complete game shutout. Here's the pitch. It's inside for ball 1. Leading off is Tyler Reynolds. Grounded to short his first time up. And the pitch is inside. Ball 2. There's the wind and the pitch. And it's a chopper down the third baseline foul. Two balls and a strike to Taylor Reynolds. There's the pitch. Called strike at the letters over the outside corner. And the pitch is fouled off the catcher's mask. Connor O'Reilly shakes off the cobwebs on that one. Kind of like being a hockey goalie, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah, I've taken a few over my life here.
Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. So 1 down. Takes us back to the top of the order for the Red Sox. Sean Sedlacek. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Struck out looking and popped out to second. And the pitch is inside. Here's the pitch. That's a little high. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. That's a called strike. And the 2-1 pitch. It's low for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike to Sean Sedlacek. 1 down. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Cavs looking to end this one right here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count goes full. Faulkner winds and the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. That's the 5th strikeout for Faulkner. Second time Sedlacek's gone down looking. Brings up Logan Brzezinski. He was hit by a pitch and then walked. So he has no official times at bat yet in this game. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 down. Cavalier fans looking to get out the brooms. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one got him in the back. Second time he's been hit by a pitch in this game. Got him right between the shoulder blades. So he's evidently subscribing to the hitting theory that if you can't hit the ball, let the ball hit you. We've had our experiences with that. Brings up Zach Merritt. Merritt is 1 for 2, singled his first time up in this game, and then flew out to right. Runner on first, Logan Brzezinski. Faulkner throws a strike over the outside corner. Here's the pitch. Strike called. That one curved right over the plate. Faulkner threw the curveball. Merritt thought it was another one aiming for his shoulder or something like what happened to Brzezinski, and it broke right over the plate. 0-2 is the count, and the pitch. Check swing foul. Out of play. 2 down. Merritt steps in. Brzezinski takes his lead and the pitch. It's outside.
Right into the mitt, Jack. Right to the mitt.
We went actually down Main Street and then cut over, but you'll get lost going that way. If you've seen where we're at, you're better off going around those doors.
And a grounder to second. Yeager tosses it over to first, and that'll do it. And the Cavaliers sweep the doubleheader with a couple of shutout performances. 15-0 and 12-0. That'll move the Cavalier record to 6-5 in the CRBL. Winning pitcher is Jackson Faulkner, and the loser will be Alex Schmidt. So, we'll have some talking baseball coming up in just a couple minutes. You've been tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
For over 1/3 of its history, Eau Claire has been able to count on the Eau Claire Cavaliers for high-quality baseball excitement. Come be a part of Eau Claire's legacy with your hometown Eau Claire Cavaliers. Home games are at historic Carson Park. To Plan your day of affordable family fun. Check out the Cavaliers on Facebook. Or go to the Cavalier website at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
For a better way to bank, switch to Royal Credit Union. Royal Credit Union is a financial co-op, not a corporation, so we return earnings to our members. That means you get low or no fees for account services and better rates on deposits and loans. You'll also have all the digital tools you need at your fingertips, so managing your account is easy. Royal is ready to help you discover the credit union difference. Switch to Royal Credit Union today at rcu.org/difference. Insured by NCUA.
I love the pizza we get when we go to Gino's Pizza.
That's because Gino's has been voted best pizza in the Chippewa Valley 5 years in a row.
I think it's because Gino's uses the freshest ingredients, premium quality meats, cheeses, savory spices, and zesty toppings, and all served with attention to detail.
Now you're making me hungry. Let's head to Gino's Pizza.
Scott and the rest of the folks at Gino's Pizza would like to invite you to come out and try the area's best pizza. Call about Monday through Wednesday dine-in specials at 715-835-2000. That's Gino's Pizza at 5110 Fairview Drive, Eau Claire, right next to Chaos Water Park.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov.
You've been watching NLWN TV's presentation of Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball live on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Talkin' Baseball, with a look back at today's game.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Time now for Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, back out to the ballpark.
And we're back here at the field at Cadott High School, and the sun has come out as the clouds have drifted away because it's a sunshiny day for Cavalier baseball as they get out the brooms and sweep the doubleheader from the Cadott Red Sox by scores of 15-0 and 12-0. Dan, your thoughts about this one?
Yeah, good defense and pitching today, I thought. Both Cosley and Faulkner looked pretty good. They didn't get the outfield didn't get a lot of action, but they were solid out there today.
And the Cavaliers, I don't believe, committed an error today. And when you play error-free ball, that's the good stuff that happens. And so,
yeah, the bats were truly live, but they did more of their share of offense today.
And let's take a look at those two pitching performances. Lucas Cosley in Game 1 threw 5 innings, gave up no runs, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, didn't walk anybody. And Jackson Faulkner threw 5 innings, didn't allow any runs, gave up only 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, walked 2. He did manage to hit 3 people, but it was a pretty solid pitching performance all the way around for the Cavaliers, and boy oh boy, they've sure needed that. I'll tell you what, we're going to have Pete Bartingale come up and we'll talk about this one for a few minutes, and we'll do that right after this timeout. You're tuned to Talkin' Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
And we're back here at Cadott, and with us right now is Pete Bartingale, Cavalier manager, and I hope your broom is dusted off, Pete, because you put it to some good use today.
Today and play, and actually the challenge was just to get a bunch of hits and go after it and not put so much pressure on our pitchers, and I thought we did that today, obviously with the numbers that we put up, and I just told the guys I'm really proud of our team, 9-5 now after a kind of a slow start, and we just have to go after the second part of the season.
And you had some pretty solid pitching performances by both Lucas Cosley and Jackson Faulkner. Both throwing shutouts. That was a much-needed experience for them.
Yeah, Lucas really came out and pitched well. He's pitched well all year. I think his arm got a little sore early in the year, and that's my fault. I pitched him too many pitches early. And then the second game, Jackson Faulkner, that's the person he is. That's the guy that we recruited to come and play with the Cavs, and that's just who he is. And we need that the rest of the year, and he's a great pitcher, and that's why he pitched at La Crosse.
And actually, Jackson Faulkner does a really nice job of making sure people don't get too close to the plate because, he thumped 3 of them, and then during his warm-ups, I couldn't count the number of times he put it into the backstop.
Yeah, at times he gets a little wild there, but I think that works to his advantage because I think the batters don't dig in too deep there.
Right, exactly. We noticed that. I think it was Brzezinski. His first time up, he got thumped by the pitch, and the next time up, we noticed he wasn't quite as close to the plate, and that still didn't save him because his third time up, he got thumped by another one.
Right. I would do the same thing if I were him, but I want to say something about Connor O'Reilly. What a game he had today, too. I mean, I'm not sure how many hits he had, but he had to fill in for Cole Timon, who's hurt and maybe out for a while, but what a great day he had.
Connor O'Reilly's day, he went 6 for 7 today.
Yeah, and that's
amazing.
It is, and that's amazing, and at any level you're playing, and he's just a great kid, a great attitude. He's always asking what he can do to help out, and he's been a great pickup for the Cavs.
As well as Gabe O'Brien had a big day, going 4 for 7, including that 2-run home run in the first game.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe is, we all know he's a great hitter. He's being looked at by the University of Milwaukee there, so he may be going there. But he's going to have to be big for us down the road here as the bigger games come. But he's not a surprise, really. That's why he's batting 3. If we could get Vinny back with O'Brien, with the lineup we have right now, there's just no weakness there, and I think we're going to wear teams down.
It's got to be kind of frustrating for Pogo out there. He got nothing to swing at today.
Well, I think they pitch around him a little bit, but he certainly can square up on a ball. I've been coaching him a long time, so.
Well, exactly, and I think you're right. I think they are pitching around him a little bit, and you could see it on the look on his face, like, oh man, here we go again. But he's got a good attitude about it, and he'll get his due.
Yeah, definitely. We're moving him down a little bit in the lineup so people can't really pitch around him too much because great hitters are behind him, and that's the goal, to have 10 great hitters in our lineup, and that's what we're doing right now, and that's what you saw today. There just was no weakness. I mean, Ben Boda, I think, hit one off the fence there. I'm not sure how many hits, Rick, we got all day long, but it's got to be in the 20s maybe?
Could very well be. I know you had at least 10 in the first game, and I'm not sure about the second game. I hadn't actually counted them all up yet, but yeah, you put them together, and we talked about this after the game on Friday. You put them together in bunches, and when you put them together in bunches, that leads to runs.
Definitely, we're always trying to get runners to second base. I'd like to bunt, drag more a little bit with our 1-2-9 guys, but that'll come in the second half. Or we can work on that this week in Hagen, and like we got 2 road games, so we'll work on that with our 1-2-9 guys, and then play power in the middle. But all in all, just a great day, and it was a great weekend. 3 wins.
There you go. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, Pete, and we'll have more Talkin' Baseball right after this timeout. You're tuned to Talkin' Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
And we're back here at Cadott High School's field, where the Cavaliers have defeated the Cadott Red Sox 15-0 and 12-0 in today's doubleheader. After that, we may have to go out and get a new broom because we swept that one pretty good. Couple good pitching performances by the Cavs. The bats got going, and as we just talked with Pete Bartengale, they put the hits in clusters and scored a bunch of runs and really made it pay off. Hey, I want to remind you that the next Cavalier game is, well, just plan on joining us here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN TV on Wednesday as the Cavaliers travel to Hagen to take on the Hagen Knights. Our coverage will begin with the In the Dugout show at 6:30 and first pitch is at 7 o'clock. Don't forget veterans. The Eau Claire Cavaliers want to remind all veterans of the United States military that you can get a lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games simply by coming to Carson Park with your veterans identification, and the Cavaliers will be happy to issue you your lifetime pass. It's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service. Today's Geno's player of the game was Cooper Kapanke. And stop out at Geno's tomorrow, mention Cooper's name, and you'll get yourself a free soft drink. He did not get an extra base hit. He got an extra base error, but it's not the same thing as an extra base hit. Sorry, Ann. Doesn't work that way. But you'll still get the free soft drink when you stop out at Geno's, and we're really thankful for them doing that. Today's Cavalier Baseball has been brought to you by Geno's Pizza, right next to Action City. Voted best pizza in the Chippewa Valley 5 years in a row. Midwest Environmental Consultants, lawn care and soil testing experts for the Chippewa Valley. Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, comfort food the way Mom used to make it. Callista Salon on Water Street in Eau Claire. Call 715-864-5332 for a reservation. Muldoon's Menswear on Hastings Way, where the well-dressed men of Eau Claire shop. And Royal Credit Union, where they're different in a good way. Be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. So for Dan Petchow and Ann Monroe on the computer and Cassie Johnson over on the camera, this is Rick Olson. Final score, Game 1, Cavaliers 15 and the Red Sox 0. And Game 2, Cavaliers 12 and the Red Sox 0. You've been tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
You've been watching Talkin' Baseball, a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. This has been a production of NLWN TV.